Okay, we are live. Good morning, Vietnam, and good evening, USA. Hello, Sis Nancy. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for your accepting my invitation to my page today. And for anyone who first time visits my page, it is as usual. I hold this a global business talk show to introduce with you some of our successful members in the community, so you guys can understand more about this business model. And today I'm so honored to invite Sis Nancy Tran all the way from California, USA to my page today. So again, thank you so much, Sis, for your time and coming to my page today and sharing with us all about your business journeys. Yeah, okay, so let's start. I have some question already here for you. So yeah, let's start with a question. No, just introduce first about yourself so anyone can know who you are, what you did before you joined the online world. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Hi, Hằng. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for letting me come on your page and talk to your audience. It is an honor to be here. My name is Nancy Tran, and I am from California, USA. And currently, I work as a full-time loan processor. I have three children, and I also own my own digital business. So, yeah, I mean, it's been an exciting journey, and I'm super excited to share with you. Any question?
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Sis Nancy, do you know that whenever I have any friends or anyone who join our community and they want to know more about this business, and you are always the first one I tag your post.
Oh,
Yeah, because I so admire you. You are in the community not long right ago, long time ago, but still you get a lot of success in the community. Now you're a mentor and great coach to a big community, a big group of people, members over there, and you are also running your full-time job at the same time and three kids at the same time and also running this business successfully. So yeah, a lot of people say that I'm so busy, I'm working full-time, right, and I have some small kids, so how can I run this business, right? So you are always the one I tell everyone, so yeah, come, let's see who's Nancy, how she can manage her business, her full-time job and also kids as well. So the question now is for you, how can you run all these things around you and you are so successful in this business?
yeah. You know what? In the beginning, it was a little bit time consuming because I had to take a little more time to set up my business, just a couple hours a day. But within a couple weeks, I was able to set up my business, and the automated system kicks in. And then after that, I spent about 1 hour a day just answering inquiries, whoever that interested in the opportunity. Yeah, I think it's all because it's all time management, right? So if you really, really want something done, you can make it happen. So think about it. We all have 24 hours, and we are super moms. I always tell my mentees, we are all super moms, um, because we wanted so much for our family that we will do whatever it takes, right? And I mean, I was before I signed up for this business, I was really skeptical too, because I didn't know how I'm going to be able to fit in. I did not want to spend more time on the business, or get another job or whatever, that I would lose time with my children. But fortunately, this business is so incredible that I can do everything pretty much at home while I'm around them. So it's a win-win, and yeah, now that the business is set up, I don't really spend a whole lot of time training. Yeah, in anything new, we just have to invest a little more time in the beginning. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly like me. When I first joined a business, I also wonder how a full-time job worker can run this business, and especially mom with small kids. Well, I just see that only taking care of the children already takes a lot, costs a lot of efforts right now.
Yes.
Especially they are small or they are as teenagers, like my two boys now. They're teenagers and they always ask, "I need mom, I need mom, I need mom." Always.
They always need us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
always.
yeah, but, and you know what? I noticed, like, I have a lot of mentees that also working full time, and many people in the community, right? We can do the business on the side as a plan B, and the time that we answering inquiries maybe a couple minutes. So altogether, you can just like fit in. Let's say if you work full time, you can do it between your break time, because
Yeah.
there isn't anything like really urgent about answering the inquiries. Most people will just automatically get into our website and then watch the webinar by themselves. So you don't have to be there to hold hand and walk them through anything. Our automated system will walk them through the process. Um, I mean, really, honestly, right? Nobody wants to be told what to do. But, when you really want to do something, you follow the step and you get curious and, you want to change your life, then you just follow the step and you just become a digital business owner. But yeah, I mean, if you really want it, you can make time for it. That's just in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you totally. When you want something, you will find a way to do it, right? And when we don't want something, you will find all excuses.
Yes, it's so true.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. So how long have you been running your own online business, Nancy?
I started in March 2019. So a little more
2
than 2.5 years. Hmm.
Yeah, 2.5 years. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are already had a very good job because I believe that for financial and banking industry, it should
Hmm.
be a very good job with good income. If we don't say that, yeah, very good income, like in Vietnam also.
Yes.
So why do you still choose to start your own online business?
Yeah. You know what? This is really a coincidence. I was not really looking, and I couldn't sleep one night, and I saw an ad on my news feed, and I decided to click on and see. I always like to learn new things, so I just wanted. I thought, I have nothing to lose, so why not just check it out? Plus, like my mentor who ran the ad, her family is so beautiful, and and she's also very busy, and she was able to do this and making extra income for her family, right? And want to travel more. So then it's kind of like make me think, even though my husband and I, we both in financial industry and we make decent income to have a comfortable life. But we, when it comes to like, traveling for vacation, we always have to, like cut somewhere in our budget in order for that. If you don't want to put on a credit card, right? Or like if we want to spend on, something that we really love, but we can't. Not that we cannot afford it, but we don't want to be in debt. So then we would have to again cut budget somewhere else, and then not even able to save enough for the retirement. So I thought, what, it doesn't hurt me, to start and earn another income. One, it could be a backup plan. I do not have to leave my house, and I do not have to put in hours outside of the job, right? Two, thought, what, so what if I don't make it? If I don't make it, that's okay too. At least I learned something. So with those like, open mindset, I just decided to try. And luckily, I was able to, make income, meeting a lot of people. And I love the system. I love the community. And of course, making extra income really helped me financially. So I met some financial goals that I set out in the beginning, and now I'm just amazed and so grateful to be able to have this opportunity, and that's why we're here spreading the word so that everybody else can get that chance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. Congratulations. You get a lot
Thank
of
you.
success. We all admire you, especially the Viet community around the world.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. My story is a little bit different from you because before joining the business, I was a little bit scared of the online world. Exactly,
Mm,
it's not scared, but I don't trust. I don't trust the online world.
mm,
I often tell people that, hey, don't listen and don't see what you see online when it's real. Just only trust only 30 or 40% only because people maybe they are treating something like that. So
mm.
I saw this opportunity from my friends who we came from the same university and we are
Oh,
neighbors. before, and I trust her. I know her family, and she know my family as well. And then she moved to Canada to immigrant
Mm,
over there with her family. So I follow her Facebook like friend. So I feel so curious what she was doing. She was
mm.
doing some interview with global business partner from all over the world, and I see that her life is abundant. I feel so curious, and then I contact her. That's my story.
Okay.
Still, when I join the business, I see that wow, online world, people can make money, people can do a
Mhm.
lot of things with the online world, so no need to be scared like before. So
Yeah,
my
it's so true. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people, when we see something, the thing is like, you should always be careful, right?
yeah,
But at the same time, it's okay to do more research, and it's okay to, plus, like in our community, we are real people with real results. You just have to, take the first action by joining the community, check it out, and you get money back anyway if you don't like
yeah,
it. So to me, I don't really lose anything. Maybe a couple hours of my time watching and researching, but you know what, it turned out to be a great decision, right?
yeah.
So I mean, it's not for everybody, but anyone can do it if you really put your mind into it.
Yeah, yes, totally agree with you. So you mentioned about a webinar. So everyone who want to know about more about this business model, they always watch the webinar, and then if they want to join the community, they have to pay 149 US dollar. So can you help explain why don't we explain everything for everyone, but we ask them to pay, and then they can know they can be revealed about everything about this business model, please.
Yeah. You know what, I'm just gonna kind of like walk you through the process. Like, let's say you finish high school, right? You can't just get a job right away. You have to go through college. So everything has a process in place, such as, you have to crawl first before you walk, before you run, right? And then you go to preschool, and then you go to elementary, and then you go to middle school, and then you go to high school, and then you go to college, you get your degree, and then you get a job, right? So same with our business, right? So our step is, you have to, first of all, probably see an ad or see an interview that inspire you to take action, and then you enter your email, and then you watch the webinar, and then after you watch the webinar, you're like interested, and then you have to go through another process, which is, take an action to join the community, and then your mentor reach out to you, you reach out to the coach, and then you have the pre-coaching videos that go through. So all of these steps are necessary because it builds up your curiosity to, and also to eliminate people that are not serious, because we are like serious people. And we are in here to change our lives. We're not here to just play or meet with you or try to scam you for whatever amount of money, right? Because our future and our children, and a lot of things that we have, a reputation on the line, everything that we have, more than anything to lose. So why would we, trying to scam you for $149, right? Plus, if you think about this, we invest more time to help you become successful, before you even, get the knowledge to run your own business. So, we have to invest more time, more money in you in order for us to, for you to be successful. So, these are the processes in place so that, we can select the right business partner to work with, because we don't want to waste your time and we don't want to waste our time either, right? Because we all here because we want to make more money so that we can, hopefully don't have to, spend time do another job or another do something else that take our time away from our family, right? So with that said, the system is in place because we want you to be serious, and we want you to consider the opportunity. Plus, we don't want to. Can you imagine? We only have 24 hours a day, and we have like 8 hours at our job and things like that. If we just answer everybody's question and we have hundreds of inquiries a day, how are we going to have the time? If we're selling you that we're going to give you more time, and here you are asking all these questions, then how are we going to be able to spend time with our family, right? A quality time with our other business partners who are already in the business and are serious about changing their lives. So we hope that, you would respect, our system and our process and go through that, because we went through that. So it's kind of like a duplication process. I just have to say, you just have to follow the process in order for you to just get to where you want to be.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much for your explanation. It's very clear, totally clear. And for me, I just feel a little bit pity for anyone that they say that, wow, why do I have to pay the money before joining the communities? And that is one of the reasons why people cannot make money online because they're so skeptical, even at the starting point, even that they know that they will not lose anything because it can be refundable, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are people that says to me too that they don't have time to watch the webinar, or why do we have to pay to get into the insight? And you
Yeah,
know what I say? If you don't even have an hour to watch the webinar, then how can you have time to do the business,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's true.
Really, if you go to to report to your job to work, a day, and if you do nothing, you think your boss is gonna just, like keep you for another week? No, right? You have
Yeah,
to put in the time, you have to put in the effort, because you
yeah,
know what? If I tell you that you do nothing and you make money, that is something that you have to question,
yeah.
right? So in
That's
any
true.
business, there is always a startup budget, and there is also the time that you have to put in. I cannot tell you that you're gonna come in and do nothing and get paid, because you know what? It's not gonna happen. So don't
Yeah,
join. Don't come in and waste
yeah,
your time or
yeah,
anybody's time. So
yeah.
that's all I
That's
have to
true.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when I answer those people, I say that don't pay anything if you don't feel comfortable.
That's
Don't do
right.
anything. Yeah, just stay outside. We don't need the people
Exactly.
who are so skeptical like this.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's say hello to some of our friends who are tuning now to watch our interview and sharing talk today. Hello, sis Haidun from USA. Sounds okay. Yeah, and sis Seven from Singapore. Thank you so much for your tuning in.
Hi.
Sis Chung from Alberta, Canada. Wow, from Everton, Canada. Yeah, so great.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Sis Dung from Hanoi and Mr. Chuang An. Thank you so much for your own tuning in. So if you guys don't have any questions, just feel free to raise up here. Sis Nancy is ready and willing to answer.
Yes.
Okay, so back to the business. Now, Nancy, you are very successful in the community. So can you share some tips that can help you to be successful like you are today?
um, you know, Tips. These are more of, I guess, yeah, kind of best practice. Something we already been through. I would say, first of all, do not compare yourself to others. Um, I mean, in the beginning, even though I said that, I was still comparing, and that kind of set my mindset back a little. But I learned that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's success level is determined on how much time they put in to the business. So yeah, so don't compare. Be resilient, right? Because everything takes time for a reason. We are here to learn and to grow together. And through that, it requires a lot of patience and resilience. Um, Also, I would say the last thing is keep your mind open, because in working with the online, I noticed that in the beginning, when I started in 2019, it wasn't a lot of changes. However, a lot of things have changed through the pandemic, and you have to be open minded to change, and just keep doing what you're doing that makes you feel comfortable, and stay positive and believe in yourself, um, and reach out to people, right? I think one of the things that made us successful and different in our online community is that we are always willing to help others. I mean, you're in Vietnam, I'm in America. I met many people from, globally. And just by a click of the button, we were able to reach out to each other and ask for help or offer advice or congratulate each other, lift each other up. So, yeah, don't be afraid to reach out, because that's how we're able to help each other grow.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, for me too, when you are talking about a comparison, and even though when I tell my team that don't compare yourself to other people, but still sometimes I compare myself because I
Yeah.
see many people, they join at the same time and they're moving up, they're ranking up, they get a lot of success. I say, wow, how can? So sometimes we are in self-doubt about ourselves, right? We
Mm-hmm.
just think that are we good enough for this business or can we successful like other people,
Mm-hmm.
blah blah like that, right? Yeah, so I always tell myself, don't compare other people. You have your own journey.
Yeah. And I think it's okay to compare. You want to compare to be inspired, right?
Yeah,
Not compare to bring yourself down.
yeah,
So, I compare myself to other leaders in the community so that I can see myself in their success level, so that I can manifest that for myself,
yeah,
and my team, right? But I would never compare to bring myself down and make me feel less of who I am. And yeah, so it's okay to compare to be inspired, but not
yeah.
compare to bring self doubt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Totally agree with you. So since you are in the business for 2.5 years, right? So do you find the difference between the traditional business with this online business and between this online business and other online business models?
Yeah, absolutely. I am in financial industry, and especially in small business loans. So I help my main clients, all business owners, so, and they're all traditional business owners. So definitely the first thing that is different is the flexibility and the mobility. In traditional business, they have to be stuck in one location.
Yeah,
Me, I can have any business partners anywhere, right? And I'm mobile and flexible with my time. And a second thing is the investment, the initial investment for the business. Ours is so like almost like nothing, right? Because
yeah,
we can recoup our investment pretty quickly, compared to the traditional business owner. Initially, in order for them to even like open the door, they have to at least have a few 100,000 in their bank account, and sometimes they have to invest like maybe 18 hours a day. Even
yeah,
so, those are the two standout things that I see. And the third thing is, we can grow local or like globally, but traditional business, they can only capture, the local business around them. So there's so many things that is different. And as far as like online to online, I would say online right now, like I'm so proud to say that we are like the number one
yes,
online like
yeah,
business that
that's
is
true.
grew globally this fast in the last few years, especially in the pandemic, right? So that means we have the formulas figured out, and our system worked amazingly. And our community and mentorship and leaderships, and they figure out a way to help many many people without having to making us pay for anything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like we don't even pay monthly or hold in any inventory. We don't even have to, so no membership fees, no inventory, right?
yeah,
So many plus signs, and I just so grateful whenever I think about how lucky we are to be part of this great community. But yeah, but again, whoever is watching right now and really serious about this, reach out to him and talk to her. Register for the webinar. We don't bite, and we don't scam. So
yeah. We are real people.
yeah, we're real people.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you will never know if this is the right opportunity for you. You know what, your future self will thank you, and you will come back and thank us and thank Hank for walking you through and introduce you to this business, because I am completely grateful for the community, for my mentor, and my entire team, because of this business opportunity, because of this system. We are all together, and we're still
yeah.
growing, and we're loving it.
Yeah, me too. I'm so grateful that I can be a part of our community. So grateful for the mentorship, for the coaches, and all the community, right?
Yep.
So
Mhm.
everyone who are tuning in now or watch the replay, just we are real people. It is a real business, and we get real success.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are talking about the automation system. We are talking about the mentorship and the coach in the
Mhm.
community. So do you think that all these things can guarantee us 100% successful and can get money in this business?
Um, you know, there's always two sides to the equations. It takes two to tango. I always say,
Yeah,
whenever I do my coaching call, someone always asks me, like, you know what, if I follow everything,
yeah,
in the system and do the training, are you gonna guarantee me success? And I tell them, you know what, I never work with you. How can I guarantee your success, right?
yeah,
I mean, I don't know how resilient you are. I don't know how you work. So success is also a really a vague word for people, right? Some people consider success, by having just extra $500 a month, but some people consider success, 50,000 a month. So it's
yeah,
all depending on what you define the word success for you. Um, I cannot guarantee you, because this is a business. You do have to put effort, and you do have to, I would say, gamble, right?
yeah,
Um, you have to, invest the time. You have to do a lot of. You have to be coachable. You have to, put on so many hats in order for you to learn many things and be flexible for, without the changes. And the system will probably do 90% of the work for you, but the very important 10% is you. So if you can commit 100% of your 10%, then I would say, I don't see the reason why you fail. The only way you fail is you quit. And if you don't give up and you don't quit, I can tell you that, you will get there. You will eventually meet your goals. Um, because a lot of people, unfortunately, they quit even before they
yeah,
see results, right? Think about this: if you go into a job, and your job require you to do at least 5 years in order for you to even consider, to be, potentially, right, to be in
yeah,
a management role. Are you gonna like go up to 4 years, and then you throw tantrum with your boss when you apply for that role, and your boss have somebody else, who a little more qualified than you, and chose that person, and are you gonna throw tantrum and quit, and would never, go back to, doing the same thing that you love doing and make money? No, you have to continue, right? Yeah, even if you quit with that job, you have to go somewhere else and continue that ladder again. So I think, like in anything, you have to put your time in, and the person that makes a big difference for your success is you.
yeah. Totally agree with you. So in Vietnamese, we often say the word thiên thời địa lợi nhân hòa.
Mm.
That means everything is already for you.
Yes.
We are here for you. But the most important is you when you
Yeah.
play your role in this business or not. So
Yep. I
depends on
agree.
you.
I
Yeah.
like that. I totally forgot that phrase. But I understand, like, 100% Vietnamese, but I just cannot remember. My brain doesn't think that way, but I know what you mean by when you say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
that means
same.
that
It
you
doesn't
here.
matter what language. It's the
Yeah, that's
same
true.
concept. Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah, I think today is enough for you already because I keep you already almost 30 minutes and
It's
you're
okay.
sharing so much valuable information today. Thank you so much, Nancy, again. And for anyone who are tuning in now or you are watching a replay, just feel free to reach out to me or reach out to Nancy Chen. We are always willing to help you and guide you. And just register your name and email at my website or Nancy Chen website so we can provide you more info and give you and send you the link to watch our live webinar, or you can watch a replay where we reveal everything about this business model.
Mhm.
And if you think that this business model is something that you are looking for, then welcome you to the community.
Mhm.
We are over there, and you can see Nancy Chen's success over there. She's a great one, great mentor and coach in the community.
Thank
Okay, so
you.
once again, Nancy Chen, thank you so much for your time today. I wish you get more and more success in your business and you have a happy life as well and happy Christmas season. And we say hello again to some of our friends here. Hello, Jasmine Lai from Ho Chi Minh City, I think, or from Da Nang, I forget. Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Celine. Yeah, thank you, Celine from Singapore. You say that thank you, Nancy Chen, for your great and meaningful sharing.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Hang,
you.
for inviting
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Okay, Nancy again. Have a great night over there. And for everyone in Vietnam, have a great Sunday. Thank you so much. And see you by next time. Thank you. And bye for now.